What's up, guys? It's TRT77 here with my week 1 game of UPA Showdown. This week we take on Ragerbonsai, and I've got his team on the display in front of you along with my paste. Now, the first thing I noticed about his team when I was looking at it is that he's got a pretty big ice weakness, and I have to exploit. I don't know why words aren't happening right now for me, but I have to exploit it with WEAVILE, and that's why we've got a Focus Sash WEAVILE this week with Swords Dance. I debated Bandit, I debated Scarf, but I just feel like the Focus Sash set gets the most out of it because I feel like if I get rocks up with Credily, he's forced to defog for Zard, and I am taking a bit of a risk this week. I'm bringing a Focus Sash set and I'm not bringing defog. Now, this could really come back to bite us in the ass, but we'll have to see. I'm not usually a fan of running my own defog, and considering he's got a Zard X that he's most likely got to bring, considering I have Kov, I think that I'm safe, like, relying on him to defog for me. Next up, we have Corviknight, and this is something, spoiler alert, in the game and before the game that I forgot to change, and this is a mistake, that its ability is pressure and not mirror armor. It should clearly be mirror armor because then it just solidifies it as a Lando switch in all the time because it reflects Intimidate. And it also just bounces off any Spectrier, like Spidef drops off Shadow Ball. And we know what Corviknight does. Corviknight is bulky. This week it also checks Kartana, so that's why it's got Body Press on there. Body Press 2 shots Kartana from this set. And the only mon that one-shots us on his team is Zardex. And we don't really take a whole lot from like a more utility or defensive Rotom, which is what I'm expecting because I do have a Victini. This week, as with my early games in BDL, I decided to double bluff Victini, and even though Victini has a great matchup here, I am choosing not to bring Victini here because I think if he's going to prep for it, it's going to take away his prep for my other mons, and I think that's good for me. Next, we have our designated Rotom Wash answer in Credily. Credily gets up rocks so easily against this team. That is its main job here. I've got Rock Tomb on there in case Zard decides to start setting up on me or such. If he's not Mega'd, we'll punish it. If he's Mega'd, we will make sure he doesn't get any speed boosts. It's also nice to just be able to kill speed on mons that come in. Like, Earth Power from the spread will always two-shot Kartana, and we do not get one shot by it. We should break sub most of the time on Spectrier with Earth Power or with Giga Drain or with Rock Tomb. And we do a decent amount of chip to Grimmsnarl as well. I think it's a 3-hit KO, 4-hit KO on bulky Grimmsnarl, and 3-hit KO on offensive. And we absolutely just sit on Rotom Wash. Rotom Wash really just does nothing to us. Unless he runs Toxic on Rotom Wash, which I just don't think he has the moves for this week. Next up, we got Tapu Fini with a Taunt Calm Mind set. Taunt Calm Mind just because in case he brings his own Calm Mind Spectrio behind a sub, I can taunt him. Tapu Fini is more of insurance this week. It does not take anything really from Zardex. Like, even Thunder Punch is not two-shotting it neutral. Moving on, we have Aero Mega. I had really bad 4-move slot syndrome with Aero Mega this week, but we did settle on Fire Fang, dual elemental fangs with Crunch and Stone Edge. Fire Fang kills Kart, Crunch kills Spectria, Ice Fang kills Lando, Stone Edge kills Zard. Just basically, it's the anti-offense mon on this team. Actually, no, it's not anti-offense. I will be using that term, but basically, it is basically the mon on my team that kills basically all of his offense. Our Scarfer this week is going to be Suki Mianshao, which is U-turn, close combat, Rock Tomb, knockoff. It can come in on +1 Zard and erase its speed boost, worst case. Or if we get enough chip on Zard, we can CC it. And Ice Shard into CC does kill +1 Zard if he is Jolly. So, if he's Jolly max attack. So, this is our team going into this week, guys. And now I'll just jump into the game, guys. As you can see, he's gone pretty offensive with this team. He hasn't brought Chansey. And I'm assuming that's going to be a bulky Rotom Wash. He's probably just brought Screens offense. This is quite a scary team, but I think we're pretty secure with our lead, and I'm going to lead Tapu Fini here as he leads Grimmsnarl as we expected. So here I'm just going to click off the taunt so he can only at most get one screen, and that's what he does. He gets the light screen up, and he's going to switch into Katana, and we're going to crit it through the screen and get a Draining Crest. It doesn't do a whole lot, doesn't super matter at this point, but we're just going to switch into Kov, which is our designated switch. He goes to the Leaf Blade, which does 8, which reveals to me he's not Choice Band. So he's more than likely Choice Scarf. Because if he's not Choice Scarf, I'd assume he'd stay in and just knock here, but he does not. And here, not having Mirror Armor comes to haunt us, because I feel like this could have been... this will matter a little bit, but still, yeah. Having Mirror Armor there would have been nice. But now I'm going to go into Arrow, and I'm going to double back into Kov to see if he's Scarf. But he does click the Stealth Rocks, which I think was a bit of a reckless play, because I feel like I could have just quite easily Ice Fang there. But if he read me scouting the Scarf, good play on his part. Here now I'm just gonna... I know he's probably gonna U-turn out, and he does. He goes into Zard. I'm just gonna U-turn out myself. Go straight into Cradily. I have no fear of this Zard right now. Gotta see what he does, and he goes into Spectrio, and we get off the Rock Tomb. And here I'm not too worried. Like if he clicks, we saw that the Rock Tomb did 24, which is a low roll, but could also be a mid roll based on his spread. But I'm not sure it's going to be that bulky a spread. He's going to click the sub, which is quite scary for us. And Giga Drain doesn't break sub, which is actually very concerning now. So here I'm going to go hard into Tapu Fini because I do not want him setting up Calm Minds. And he clicks the Shadow Ball, and he is Life Orb sub Spectrio. So now my thinking is here we just stay in, we just click Training Kiss and take out the sub and get some recovery. Not a big deal. We're still faster than Grimmsnarl, then we can just recover our HP bar off it. And there's not a lot of mons that switch on Training Kiss other than Zard. And here he's going to reveal the Hyper Beam, which is really good tech on his part. Because assuming that he brought this for Tapu Fini, that was very good tech on his part. And here we're going to lose Fini. Now here I'm left with a play. Do I go into Weavile, lose Sash, take Rock's Chip, Triple Axle and kill this, or click SD and click Knock? The problem is, right now, he is well out of range on pretty much every mon of Weavile, and I want to save it for the late game. The other option is I just U-turn, or I know he's not Scarf, and he's at -1 speed. I just go into Mienshao, I U-turn, break the sub, and go into Arrow. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to go into Mienshao, break the sub here, and I go into Arrow. We take Rock's Chip, not a big deal. Here, I know for a fact that based on his team, he has one of two switch-ins. He has Lando, or he's got Rotom Wash. And here, honestly, considering that Stone Edge is not doing as much Rotom Wash as I want anyway, and I don't want to risk a Stone Edge miss on Spectrio, instead of clicking Crunch, I am going to click the Ice Fang here. But here, as you're going to see, for some reason, my Mega doesn't register here. But it doesn't matter because we missed the Ice Fang, which is absolutely huge because that's still at -1 did an absolute shit ton to Landorus. I'm not sure it quite killed. And the irony of that is, I think it was about 3% out of range to kill, which if we were Mirror Armor and Kov, it would have been a guaranteed kill. But still, we missed the Ice Fang, which really sucks here right now. But again, here I'm going to go straight back into Kov, not too fussed about it. He goes into Grimmsnarl here, and here I'm just forced to U-turn out, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, and I'm just going to go into Cradily. Not a big deal. I feel like I can get my own rocks up here, and maybe like he has like 5-hit KO or 4-hit KO me depending on his spread. And here he does click the T-Wave, and we get parried. It's no big deal. We just get rocks up next turn. He clicks the Spirit Break, and we get parried again. Again, just get rocks up, it's fine. Click Spirit Break, we get parried again. Click Spirit Break, we get parried again. I'm just gonna need a moment, guys, because I think at this point, I think it might be time for me to break character and just scream and say, bruh, like, Oh my god. At this point, this is like 4 straight paras and my Rotom Wash check is dead. And I'm really screwed here because at this point, like, I really tilted in the game and I was just like, I honestly was just super tilted here. But it is what it is. It is Pokemon. He gets off the next Spirit Break and we finally get Stealth Rocks off. But not before we're in range for pretty much everything at this point. And here I'm just gonna, I don't know why I clicked Giga Drain over Rock Tomb here. I might as well just click Rock Tomb, but that is what we did. And he is going to take out Cradily here. So this is a horrible start for us because now we've lost both our special mons and both our relative like mons that really didn't care about Rotom Wash. And now we essentially lose the Rotom Wash at this stage. Is what, at least that was my thought process in the game. I was like, yeah, this is pretty much GG because right now, without him defogging rocks, Weavile's Sash set is pretty useless. And it doesn't matter anyway because he's going to get a Reflect up and I'm not going to have a way to break Rotom Wash at this point. And either way, here I'm just going to go into Weavile because I don't have a choice here. He's going to click Reflect. I'm just going for triple axle crits and we crit the first one, but not much. It doesn't really do much. Again, I have to go back into Cov here, obviously, because I don't want to lose Weavile. He clicks a Spirit Break. Again, Mirror Armor wouldn't have super helped here because it's Cov, but I'm not too worried about it. We just get the Roost off because I know I need Cov alive to not lose to Kartana at this point. I'm just going to click Brave Bird. Again, if we had Mirror Armor there, different story. So, it's okay. It is what it is. He clicks Earthquake. I'm not sure why exactly, but I'm just going to U-turn into Mienshao here. And here, I'm just going to U-turn. I'm surprised that he stays in here, but I'm just going to go back into Cov because of it. He does click the U-turn, and he goes into Rotom Wash. And here, honestly, my play is simple. I only have one play, and that one play is to go Mienshao. Because Mienshao is the least important member of my team right now. He gets the defog off. Obviously, we can't get rocks back up, but he can. I'm just going to click the knockoff here to get rid of Rotom's leftovers. And he is max defense based on that calc, even through Reflect. And he does get the Will-O-Wisp off. Here, I'm just going to switch into Weavile. Because, again, I can't take damage in Cov. And Weavile could take this damage anyway. So I was just like, if he clicks Hydro, so be it. I don't really have a lot of switches left. I go into Weavile here. He goes into Grimmsnarl to get the Reflect back up. We're just going to get the Triple Axle off here. Again, I'm just going to go for the second Triple Axle here. And we do get some justice in form of that crit. But honestly, at this point, like, it doesn't. It's a little bit too late to get this justice at this point because of pretty much what's happened to Cradily. So here he's going to double back out into Rotom. I'm just going to click Knock. At this point, I'm pretty tilted in game, and I'm just like, I don't know. I sort of just click buttons a little bit here, and I just go to Mienshao here, and that was the icing on the cake for me. That was a max roll. We had Spidef on this Mienshao, and he had no special attack that we found out after game. 75 was max roll on Hydro Pump. We lived mid roll plus burn, and that would have given us a CC at least in the least, or a sack if we U-turn with Mienshao, which could have been really useful late in the game, but here we're gonna lose Mienshao here. So we're down 6-3, and it's really not looking good for your heroes right now, boys. I'm just gonna go into Cov here because again I have nothing I can switch into. I can't switch in Arrow on this, and I just have to. I just click the U-turn here because I think here I have to go Arrow, and I've got to go for the Ice Fang. Actually no, I think here I go for the Rock Stone Edge. Yes. So here my best play is, I knew that he was going to go back into Rotom Wash. My best play here is I need a Rotom crit through Reflect. That was the only way I had a chance to win this game at this point. So I just go for the 2 Stone Edges and hope he misses the Hydro, or because Volt Switch didn't kill us at 76, he does hit the Hydro and we're going to lose Arrow. So we're pretty much out of this at this point, and we're down 2-6, and I'm just gonna go into Cov here, and we live with the Hydro. The irony is, I'm pretty sure we didn't live Volt Switch. No, we lived Volt Switch at 47. It was 1% out of range, and we get off the Roost here. But here I'm gonna make pretty much my only balls to the wall plays here. I know I'm playing for differential. I've just said it here. No more conserving. No more just thinking this through. I'm just gonna go all out here. He clicks the volt switch. I'm just like, if I get parried, this game's over anyway. So these roost games aren't gonna help me. So I'm just gonna U-turn here. I'm going dead ass into Weavile, and I am clicking Swords Dance. And he switches to preserve the 6-0, which is understandable. But I'm gonna get the SD off with Weavile here. And now it's time. Weavile takes the first life, our first kill of the season. And thankfully us not getting 6-0'd, and Zard X goes down. He's gonna go straight back into Lando T. But I'm just, at this point, I know one thing. If he wants to kill me, he can kill me. I'm clicking Swords Dance. I know the only way I get more kills here is if I get more Swords Dances up. And the only way I'm going to get another kill, the only way I kill Katana at 59 is if I'm at +3. And that's not probably going to happen. I'm probably going to need an Ice Shard crit to kill it. But I'm just going to click the Swords Dance. It's my onus right now to just click the Swords Dance here. And he does double into Rotom Wash as we get to +3. And now Weavile is gonna take another life, and we're up to 2-4. Rotom Wash is down. He goes into Spectria here, and he told me after the game this is because he didn't know if I had Ice Shard or Poison Jab, which I think is understandable. I think the other move would have probably been maybe been Low Kick. I could have had in this Weavile. I hadn't revealed Ice Shard until then. So here I'm gonna go for the Ice Shard, and we take out Spectria. I'm getting kind of excited at this point because if he doesn't cycle that Intimidate and we get another Swords Dance off, we can win this game. But here, he goes into Lando. He's already lost 3 mons. I don't think he's going to switch out this time. So I'm just going to click the Ice Shard. The guaranteed hit, Ice Shard is going to take out Landorus. And now we're down to 2-2 again. And as much as I'm getting excited as hell right now, Grimmsnarl goes down because I'm not sure why he went Grimmsnarl first here, because I think maybe he thought Reflect went up before Ice Shard, but obviously the faster mon with the faster priority goes first. When both moves are +1 priority, the faster mon goes first, which is Weavile in this instance, and we're gonna take out Grimmsnarl. So now it comes down to the moment of truth, guys. It is out of range at 59 off an Ice Shard at +2. We need to crit this Ice Shard. Now, this game has done us quite dirty, and it is Pokemon, it is what it is. But can we get the crit here? Can Weavile make the single-handed 1-6 comeback on its own? Does it get the crit here? The other option is he doesn't have... This is going to be silly, but he clicks Sacred Sword. It's probably going to take a bloody misclick for him to click Sacred Sword or Leaf Blade here. But that is the only other option we have. If he clicks Smart Strike or Leaf Blade, or we crit the Ice Shard. So this is it, guys, the moment of truth. I click the Ice Shard and we don't crit. And he does kill us with the Sacred Sword, which at +1 is going to kill Corviknight. And we are going to go down in week 1. 0-1 to the San Jose Sharpedos. This was a tough game for me, I'm going to be honest, but I'm proud of the way I was able to pull it back towards the end. Getting it down to 0-1 from being where I was with basically down 6-2 with a Weavile at 42% and a paralyzed Corviknight at 12, like getting it down to his last mon at 11. I'm quite proud of being able to do that. I feel there's definitely some changes. Like I can obviously sit here and see like, oh, I'm salty, I'm this, I'm that. You know, it's Pokemon. There's a reason this game's not an esport, and we consent to hacks when you play this game. However unlikely, it is what it is. But I feel like the things I could have done better this game, and that's what I'm going to focus on. 1, I should have been Mirror Armor on Corv. I have no excuse for not being Mirror Armor on Corv in this game. 2, obviously not bringing Defog was a risk that didn't pay off. 3, going 4-2 with Physical Special. I've always noticed that it always screws me when I don't have an equal amount of Physical and Special mons. And this was obviously one of those times. And 4, maybe my team selection wasn't the best. I don't think in hindsight, I don't think I needed the Scarfer or I don't think I needed as much prep for Zardex in hindsight. And I feel like there were other mons that I could have brought to this game that would have done much better in the situations I put them in. Although, I'm gonna give him massive props for bringing Hyper Beam on Spectria. That was a very good play to get rid of Tapu Fini earlier, because I feel like Tapu Fini was one of the building blocks holding my team together in this game. So I will give him props for that, and he did play well around Grimmsnarl as well. So GG's to the Gamer Bonsai, I guess, based on his SD tag. But we're gonna go into week 2 at 0-1 -1. Not the end of the world, guys. We still got plenty of time to come back. We're only down 1 differential. So hope y'all stay tuned to the next one, guys. And I apologize that this has been like a bit of a delay from my last upload. It's just been OBS has just been a little problematic for me, and I've had like a really long week, and like IRL, and a lot of the games have gotten delayed as a result. First up, though, I just want to say before I end this, prayers up for all our friends in Texas. One of my opponents in BDL Primals in Texas as well, and he lost power as well during this crisis there, and I'm just hoping that everything gets back to normal for them. We have quite a lot of people in our draft community from Texas, and I hope everyone's safe and doing well. So this is TRT77, guys, and this is me signing off.